If her fiancé finds out, this won't end with an argument. It will end with destruction because men like him don't lose. They eliminate threats. And right now, she was becoming one. The second time she left the garage, she felt it. That instinct, that quiet warning in her chest. Across the street, a black sedan, engine running, lights off, still, watching. She paused before opening her car door. The mechanic noticed. "What is it?" he asked. She forced a small smile. "Nothing." But it wasn't nothing. The sedan didn't move. Not until she drove away, and when it did, it followed. Not close enough to alarm her, but close enough to remind her. You are being observed? The next morning, her fiancé was unusually calm. Too calm. He stood near the window of their penthouse, hands behind his back. "Where were you Tuesday evening?" His tone was light, almost casual, but calculated. She didn't hesitate. "At home. Why?" He studied her reflection in the glass. "You weren't." Silence. Her heart beat once, hard. He turned slowly. "Charlotte, I don't like surprises." He walked toward her. Not angry, controlled. "You represent more than yourself now." There it was. Not concern, image, campaign, power. She nodded. "I understand." But she didn't stop going. At the garage, the mechanic felt it too. Business was slow. Too slow. 2 regular clients canceled. A city inspection notice arrived unexpectedly. He read it twice. It was aggressive, unusual, and perfectly timed. That's when he understood. This wasn't random. "You shouldn't be here," he told her that night. She stood near the workbench. Soft light above them. "Why?" she asked quietly. "Because people like you don't get watched," he said. "They send watchers." Silence stretched between them. This wasn't romance. This was pressure. And pressure cracks things. Meanwhile, her fiancé made a phone call. "I want a full report," he said calmly. "No rumors, facts." He hung up and looked at a photo on his desk. The two of them smiling. Perfect. Polished. Political. "I don't tolerate disloyalty," he whispered. Not to her, to himself. Days later, the mechanics bank called. Loan review, unexpected. The city inspector returned, this time unfriendly. A competitor suddenly opened across the street. Funded, backed, strategic. Coincidences don't stack like that. They are placed, and she knew exactly who could place them. That night, she confronted her fiancé. "Are you interfering with something?" she asked carefully. He didn't look up from his tablet. "With what?" She held his gaze. "With people." A slow smile appeared. "Charlotte," he said gently. "You're thinking emotionally." He stepped closer. "I think strategically." He adjusted her necklace. Soft touch, cold meaning. "You belong beside me, not beneath someone else." There it was. Ownership, not love. At the garage, she arrived shaken. "I think he knows," she whispered. The mechanic's jaw tightened. "You need to stop coming." "No." She stepped closer. "If I walk away now, he wins." "This isn't about winning," he said. "This is about survival." Their worlds weren't colliding anymore. They were at war. And she had chosen a side. Later that night, the black sedan returned. Closer this time. No disguise, no subtlety. A message. The mechanic watched it from inside the garage. He turned off the lights. The sedan stayed. 5 minutes. 10. Then slowly drove away. But not before he saw the driver. Not a stranger. Campaign security. The next morning, her fiancé looked at her over breakfast. "Some environments," he said calmly, "are beneath you." She froze. The word beneath echoed. He continued, "I'm protecting our future." No anger, no accusation, just control. And she realized something terrifying. He didn't need proof. He only needed suspicion. Because suspicion gives powerful men permission. That evening, she received a message. Unknown number, one photo, her car, parked outside the garage, time stamped. Her hands started shaking. Seconds later, another message. Be careful who you associate with. No signature, no threat. But the meaning was clear. This had escalated beyond jealousy, beyond curiosity, into strategy. She drove to the garage anyway. He met her halfway. They're squeezing me, he said quietly. She swallowed. I know. You need to choose, he continued, because they're not just watching anymore. The words hung heavy. What do you mean? She asked. He looked toward the street. They're preparing to act. Silence. And then headlights flooded the garage entrance. Brighter than before. Closer. Intentional. The black sedan stopped directly outside. Doors opened. Two men stepped out. Not shouting, not aggressive, professional. Her world had arrived, and it wasn't asking permission.